When you look at an IP address, or even a few addresses, you can't tell how long the prefix is. That's why we add /24. This notation is called classless interdomain routing, or CIDR for short. It contains the IP address and the subnet mask. The subnet mask can be written in a few different ways, some of which you may be more familiar with than others. As we discussed earlier, /24 means that the first 24 bits of the address belong to the prefix. This is written as 24 contiguous ones followed by 8 zeros. It can also be written in decimal or hexadecimal forms. So now, how is the subnet mask useful? Well, one device may want to know if another device is on the same network. If so, a router won't be needed for communication. To figure out what network a device is on, we can perform the following steps. You can take the IP address of the device in question and write it out in binary. Then, write the subnet mask just below it, also in binary. Next, you take the logical AND operation of each bit to produce the network address in binary form. Switching back to decimal notation, the network address is 192.117.64.0. This is the first address in this net block. To find the full range of addresses that belong to the net block, we'll need to take one more step. We know that the last 2 bits of the third octet are free, which means that there are 4 different values that the third octet can take. These are 64, 65, 66, and 67. So IP addresses starting with 192.117.64, or 65, 66, or 67 all belong to the /22 net block. To make sure I didn't get something wrong, let's double check. With 22 bits dedicated to the subnet mask, there are 10 free bits for unique addresses, and that's because, if you remember, an IPv4 address is 32 bits long. 2 to the power of 10 equates to 1024 unique addresses, which is 4 sets of 256. That looks correct to me. So, any address between 192.117.640 and 192.117.67255 belongs to this net block. Going back to our example, is the tablet on the right on the same network as the computer on the left? Seems like it is. No need to use a router, since routers are used for devices on different networks.